movie lovers. Today I'm going to be reviewing a little short film called FANMI. It's translated to family. It's about a heartbroken following a breakup of Martina receives an unexpected visit of her mother, Monique, and to engross in her own sadness. Martina doesn't notice right away that her mother is hiding something, but progressively a bad feeling starts to take hold of her. During the short stay, these two very different women will have one last chance of getting closer to one another before they run out of time. So, whenever you first get introduced into Martine, basically she was picking up her mother from the airport, and then after she winds up picking the mother up from the airport, you're not sure where this plot's going to be going or anything like that either. So, therefore, you're seeing this apartment that Martine is actually staying in. Then you also see the expression on her mother's face of the fact that her daughter's apartment is not the best suited apartment at all. Matter of fact, you can definitely tell that she's probably living on property. Maybe she's going through a little bit of a separation period between her and her husband or something like that because of the fact that you see this home that she lives in. It's not the best home, but it's still a roof over her head. There's not that many pictures hanging up on the wall either or anything like that. It kind of resembles a sense of brokenness within Martina herself. But that's something that I liked about this film was the characterization of the characters and having these little small simple things within the home to represent who her character is. And then her mother's just looking around and she has this look of concern for her daughter because I felt like she's like, I wish that my daughter would have needed me for some help or something or some support or something. It just seems like to me that her mother wants to be there for her. That's the expression I got from her whenever she first walks in the house, and then she looks at the house and is like, "Really, this is what my daughter's looking at," stuff like that. And there's this look of concern, and then especially at the dinner table where Martine winds up cooking dinner for her mother, and then of course she goes, "I'm sorry that my dinner is not good or anything like that." She goes, "No, honey, no, 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 no. Your dinner is fine. Everything looks good." So they have this little awkward conversation or this little awkwardness or quietness in the dining room itself. And then the next day, you wind up finding out that her mother is going going to the doctors. And whenever she's going to the doctors, you wind up finding out that she does wind up having cancer, but they don't explore what kind of cancer it is. All that we know is it's just some type of cancer that's actually eating her from the inside out. And then she's wondering what she's going to do with this kind of thing as well, and how she's going to be able to tell her daughter. And at the same time, I just feel like they could have explored the what kind of cancer, but then again, I think it's about the fact that you don't need to have that in the film. The way the director's actually trying to perceive this, it's basically about family. It's about trying to build this brokenness between her mother and daughter kind of relationship. And there's kind of this one-off where basically soon her mother's going to be gone, and it's about the brokenness of the fact that it's about what you say or your relationships between people before you leave is basically what I'm getting out of it, because you never know when your last day could be your next day could be your last day kind of vibe from it. But it gives you a sense of caring about these characters and things like that too. Even though they don't tell you what kind of cancer it is, it still gives you this whole entire thing of you're hoping that there's brokenness between these two people, because there is a separation between Monique and her husband, and then of course you wind up finding out, well, Martine and her husband, and then then there's this whole entire deal with her and her mother where basically they're trying to recapture the brokenness within them. So it's a pretty good film, I think. I think this is a film that is dealing with a lot of emotions, is dealing with some brokenness within these two women and how to deal with that brokenness in them being there for each other. And also too, the mother wants to be there as well, to be where she can lean on her daughter and the daughter can lean on her for support whenever she needs it in the last days of her life. So that's everything that I have to say about this film. This film only clocks in at 14 minutes long, but there's a lot of stuff here that you can actually watch within the 14 minutes, and they give you a lot to actually digest. It's just that I wish that they would have actually explored that a little bit more and maybe go into the husband's perspective, maybe a flashback or something to show what happened between the daughter between that whole entire deal, because that's something that I was wondering about. There's that separation there, but I wish that they would have actually explored that a little bit more. But still, it's a 14-minute short film, so therefore they might not be able to do that. So, with that being said, guys, that's going to be it as far as this review goes. I hope that you guys enjoy this. Don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to comment below. Don't forget to smash that little notification bell to allow you guys to know when we have something new coming out. Speaking of something new, 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, I'm going to have actor Coleman Domingo on the show for an interview. He's actually played in movies such as Candyman, and then also, too, he also played in Fear the Walking Dead. So I'm going to have him on here on November 22nd talking about his new short film called New Moon. Alex and I had a chance to actually review that film, and now Coleman Domingo is able to join us for that interview. So go ahead and check that out, and always until next time, guys,